I ain't tryna. Yeah, ain't tryna be cool like you. Wobbling around in your high heel shoes. I'm clumsy, made friends with the floor. 2 for 1, you know a bitch by 4. And 2 left feet, you know I always drop. First thing a girl did was a bop. I'm the whole damn cake and the cherry on top. Shook up the bottom, made a good girl pop. You ain't even here to party. Ken in the club tryna pipe a Barbie. I don't wanna go with the flow back then till I touch my toes. I don't wanna roll the boat. Wrist full of rocks and I hope I float. Big up yourself cause you know they don't. I chew cause they hope I show. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss, I'm a bitch.
Bonjour, today I'll be showing you how to do my color block brown eyeshadow look. Start off with a clean face and let's get into it. So I'm placing primer all over my face. I'm using an e.l.f. primer, and then I'm going to go in on my T-zone with a Benefit Pore Professional primer because I am extremely oily and we do not want to be dripping, okay, at all. We don't want our makeup to be slipping off at all. So do that graciously and we'll move on to our eyebrows. Honey, fights is done. Now it's time to get into the eyebrows. Right now, as you can see, I'm applying eyebrow gel to my brows. I know some people are doing it after. I prefer doing it before. After I've done that graciously, I'm going to move on with the spoolie and comb it into whichever direction or however I want it. When I've done that graciously, I'm going to start applying my product. I usually do this to like add where there's a little sparse hair, you know, or if I want to elongate my tip or if I want to arch my brows a bit more for this look, I do that now. When I've done that to my liking, I'm going to clean up with a Q-tip. I learned this from Beats by Deb. I feel like it's so cool. It's such a nice way to clean up your brow without, you know, making it messy or using a makeup remover or anything like that. I find it so cool, great, and yeah, we're here for it. After I've done clean, I'm going to take my very small BH Cosmetics eyebrow brush. I don't know the name of this brush. The numbers are gone. And I'm going to follow my eyebrow and I'm going to clean up with that concealer, okay? Where he leads me, I will follow, all right? Where he leads me, I will follow. Follow that brow, okay? Sculpt that brow. Arch that brow, honey, to the gods. Yes, God. Yes, God. After I'm finished doing that, I'm gonna go with my BH Cosmetics brush. I don't know. I need to know the number of these brushes. I don't, and I'm sorry, but like I've had these brushes for so long and they've done the job. But yeah, this brush that I'm using to um blend is my one of my favorite brush. Like is my favorite brush. It does the job. She comes in to work, clocks in early, does her job to the T and then some, and she leaves, okay? And we love her. We love her for that, okay? Get you a brush that does exactly what she is supposed to do. Eyebrows done and good to go. Right now, moving on to my eyelids, I will be applying NYX eyeshadow primer on my lids. I love it so much. It's really a nice base. It's nice and smooth, easy to work with, and I like how it leaves that shimmer type residue. Love it. It's really a great base for any eyeshadow that you place on top of it. Now, after I've blended that with my itsy bitsy teeny weeny beauty blender, I'm going to move on to my face. Now, please don't drag me. I know I look pale on camera, but this color, Maybelline Super Stay, this is my shade. I just be looking pale on camera. I don't know. Anyway, you don't need a lot of pumps. This foundation goes a long way. I love it so much. So I'm gonna blend. I'm gonna blend till I can't blend no more, baby. I'm gonna work it into my skin. I'm using some dab, circular stroke type motions because we gonna get in. We wanna get in there. We wanna be looking clean. We wanna be looking stepping out fabulous. We don't wanna be looking uneven. We don't wanna look like we're still processing. We don't wanna be looking too. We gonna get into that. We gonna blend, girl. You better blend, girl. You better blend. You better blend. You better blend, girl. After I'm finished blending my foundation out to how I like it, I'm going to go back with my BH Cosmetics brush and I'm going to blend underneath my eyebrows so it can look so nice and seamless. Like we love it here. We love it here, honey. We love it here. After that, as you can see, I'm applying my concealer so it can sit and soak up into my foundation. So when I blend it out, it will be seamless. We've made it to our lids. Right now, I'm applying Morphe 350S Gold Shimmer to my lids. Just use any gold shimmer you have and just apply that graciously to your lids how you like it, okay? Now, the more you add, the more intense it's gonna look, and the less you add, the more subtle it's gonna look. So just use it in whichever direction you plan on going with this look, okay? Now, when you've done that evenly, you're going to want to place a dark concealer on your lid. I accidentally picked up the wrong concealer, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to find something to use this concealer for. And boom, I made a look, baby. Makeup. We love it here. So I'm taking this concealer, and I'm going to put it in the middle of my lid, and I'm going to work up. You're going to need 3 brushes for this look, guys, okay? The first brush you're going to use is going to be the one that's going to blend out that concealer, okay? After you place that concealer in your lid, you're going to take that first brush and you're going to blend it out in a U or like a V shape form. V-U-U-V. I don't know. But as you can see, I'm just going from side to side, kind of like, you see that UV type form? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's how I'm getting into things. Right now, I moved on to the second brush and I took up a chocolate color. And I'm taking that chocolate color and I'm just blending that all over my lid. All over my lid. I'm taking that chocolate color and I'm blending all over my lid. After I've done that generously and I've done it to how I like it, I'm going to take up that first brush that I used to blend out the concealer and I'm going to add some depth to the outer of my lid. And I'm going to take it from the outer and right back to where I started from. Now, when that's done to my liking, I'm going to go back with that brush that I had the chocolate on to make sure every color is seen and everything is blended seamlessly. That's good to go? Great. Now I'm adding a nice burgundy to the top. Well, yeah, to the top of the lid, right underneath the eyebrow. I love makeup because look how much it's look at that. Just look at that. I love how that burgundy and chocolate. Yeah, look at that. Look how that burgundy and chocolate blend together. Now, whenever you place a product down, you want to always go back with the previous brush that you've used to make sure everything is seamless. I finished this eye. I'm going to move on to the next eye, and then I'm going to add some contrast to the lid. I'm not going to add dark brown, kind of like black, but not black, kind of like black's brother, you know? Yeah, that. We're going to add that contrast, and we're going to go with the glitter to smoothen out the edges. Don't drag me. But like Tory Lanez did a song with The Dream, and like every single time he does that run, and he be like, oh, that really takes me out. All right, now I'm gonna add the yellow to the waterline. This is the reason why I named the look Color Pop, because it makes his whole look pop. I'm going to do this to one eye and then I'm going to go on and do it to the next eye. After I'm finished with that, I'm going to proceed with the concealer. You guys, I really love how this yellow really makes this look pop. I love it so much. All right, now I'm adding my oil primer to my concealer or whatever. It was been sitting there, so now it's just gonna blend so nicely. I say that this part really is important because if you do not blend out your concealer properly, no matter how good your eyes and your eyebrows look, they will clock you. Okay, you don't want to be clocked by anyone, especially your own self. That's not cute, boo boo. So we're gonna blend that out with a DAMP, damp beauty blender. We're gonna blend till we cannot blend anymore. Okay, we're gonna blend. We're gonna blend. We're gonna blend. We're going to blend. Now, after we've blended that, we're gonna move on to our nose. I use my favorite brush for my nose because she does the job. She's back on the clock and she's working till she can't stop. After I've done that, I'm going to move on to the contour because we're here to what? When we come to the contour, I always tell you guys that we came here to sculpt and chisel. To sculpt and chisel, okay? All our beautiful features, we are going to bring them out, okay? We're going to bring them out. We're going to bring out that high cheekbones. We're going to bring out that nose, honey. We're going to do it graciously. Okay, we're gonna compliment what God has given us. Okay, can I get a hallelujah up in here? Now, when you're done doing that, you're gonna move on and we're gonna cut. Like I said, I take a warmer foundation that I have and I take it and I cut the sides of my face, and I also apply that to where I've highlighted, because after I do that, I'm going to soften everything that I've laid down, that highlighter and concealer that I've laid down. I'm going to soften it with the end or the tip. I usually preferably preferably I like using the sides and the end of the beauty blender, that soft bouncy part. I use that to soften. It's so nice. Like, it's, look at this. Just look at this. Yeah, get in tune. You see the difference when you use the side of the beauty blender? Look at that. Beautiful. Makeup is so calming. Like, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's supposed to look, remember, there shouldn't be any harsh lines. You have to make it your job when it comes into concealing and contouring to make sure there are no harsh lines. Don't leave your face looking incomplete, okay? Now, another tip, when you soften, it's better to use either the side of your beauty blender or the bottom of your beauty blender, that bouncy end right there. That really ties everything in together really seamlessly. I really want to snatch my nose. Like, I'm really like, instead of looking like $1,000 nose job, I'm trying to look like a $2,000 nose job. So I'm going back in with some concealer and I'm going to tighten and really pinch that area together with that same beauty blender that I was using to soften, and just go back again and just dab out by my sides of the eye. You want to use the bottom of that so it can look so seamless. Now, after I've done that, I'm going to start with my powder now. I'm going to place it by my nose area, the sides of my face. And then, like I say, we going to cut. We going to cut that chin. We going to cut it. We going to add some dimension. Dr. Miami. We going to, yes, cut it. How you need to cut it. After you cut that, I'm gonna put some on my chin, and please, please, dust your brush off. You gotta dust it off. I can tell some of y'all don't dust your brush off. You got to, baby. You got to. You can't be looking out here like Casper. That's not paying no bills, boo boo. You gonna dust it before you apply. Now, after you do that, I'm gonna snatch my nose. So I'm taking one of my beauty blenders and I'm going to apply it to my nose. I'm going to cut the sides of my nose. I don't want to look like I can breathe today, okay? Like, it's so, ooh, look at that. Yeah. You can tell the more I add, the more it's going to, yeah, like that. Dr. Miami. After I do that, I'm putting more on my under eye brow. Yeah, under eyebrow. And then I'm going to apply some product to my brows to make that sit as well. After I've done that, I'll be back. So I'm going to soften that yellow that I put under my waterline, and I'm also going to soften my lid where I put that dark black. Make sure everything is looking seamless, nothing is looking harsh. You want to avoid those harsh lines at all. You want to make sure everything we've placed down is doing their job. After you've done that, you can reapply anything you want to bring out more. I felt like bringing out more of that glitter a little bit above that dark brown to make sure it's looking more like a chocolate sprinkled cookie. That's what I want my eyes to look like. After I've done that, we're gonna let our face sit, and we'll be back for more. Hey, did you miss me? Now we're adding some dimension to our under eye. I'm popping some like orange underneath there. Like, look at that. I love that. Yeah, I like that. I'm just gonna add some mascara now to prep for my lashes that I'll be placing. Pop on some blush. I'm gonna cut my face with some contour. Then I'm gonna go in with some bronzer. So after I've bronzed how I like it, I'm gonna pop on some lashes. Boom. Yeah, something like that. Right now I am dusting off all the excess powder on my face. I got this fluffy brush from my friend Nakia. She got it for me, and thank you Lord, because it is fantastic. I highlight on to my cheekbones onto my nose. After I've applied it to my cheekbones and my nose, I'm going to brush off that excess powder I have underneath my brow, and then I'm going to move on to my lips. I'm going to line my lips. I'm gonna line my lips with a NYX lip pencil. Then I'm gonna place e.l.f. matte lipstick in the shade Coffee. And honey, I love this color. I love this color. I take a little bit of time on my lips because it's kind of lopsided. Like I don't know why they look like that, so I gotta take time with these. Don't judge me. I'm just gonna let it dry. Now I'm gonna drown my face. Did someone say Arctic Ocean? I'm gonna drown my face in setting spray. After I do this part, I'm gonna add some highlighter underneath my brow. This part is optional. And then proceed to add my beauty stamps, like a beauty mark right by my lip and underneath my eye right there. And then I'm going to blend out that highlighter that I had placed underneath my brow, because you don't want it to be blotchy at all. Like, you don't want it to be blotchy at all. After that, I'm going to apply Anastasia to my lip. It's under Dress, I believe. I'm going to apply that to my lip, and I'm going to go in with a nice mascara, after I place that coffee to like make sure that ombre looks nice. Like, I'm going to go in with the mascara to lock everything in. Add some setting spray, and I'll see you. Now, a quick trick that I have to give you is that take a tiny eyeshadow brush and use the end of that brush and put it underneath your bottom lashes and twirl upward. Now that's gonna stop any residue that's gonna be left if you decide to put any setting spray on. Do that and I'll see you later, darlings.
Girl, your body good and you're special to me. Wanna make you my lady officially. From your ticket for buy, then me willing for pay. Fly you in from distance away.
No harsh lines. Look at that pop in the waterline. That intensity under the waterline. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Toodles!
And I won't let them fall through.